How's it going, everybody? I'm Steve Ninja, and welcome back. This ranking is going to be from 1999 to 2023, and I actually only own like 5 movies from M. Night on Blu-ray. Just recently, I actually had Lady in the Water and The Village on DVD, and I just decided to get rid of those. And if I ever were to see those movies used on Blu-ray, maybe I would buy them again, but I hadn't watched them in so long, so I don't know how big of a hurry I'm going to be in to do that, though. At number 13, I have The Last Airbender. This is from 2010. This movie doesn't get high ratings at all. I'd like to know in the comments anybody that really likes this movie. I think it's actually one that's people that, if it were like the first M. Night movie you'd ever seen, you might have like nostalgia for it necessarily. So it could be that kind of movie for some people if it were like your first movie in the M. Night franchise. I can understand if you would rank this a lot higher. At number 12, I have After Earth from 2013. It's starring Will Smith and his son Jaden. I remember this movie being nice, visuals in it. But after seeing it, I was like, I didn't really want to see that again. And I'd like to know in the comments if you like this movie. Maybe I'm not ranking it high enough, but I think that's kind of fair to be at number 12, though. At number 11, I have The Happening from 2008. This is starring Mark Wahlberg, and I believe it's Zooey Deschanel. This movie, the first 10 minutes are really great in this. It just has a really cool concept. It's kind of end of the world kind of thing. It kind of, years later, Sandra Bullock had that movie, I think it's called Bird Box. It kind of takes, I think, the idea from this movie and kind of makes it a lot better. It's just overall just that movie just took M. Night's idea. I think he wrote this movie, took that idea and just made it so much better. And so I thought he was on the right track in the beginning. It just falls off a cliff. At number 10, I have Lady in the Water from 2006. This movie had some nice ideas in it. It has starring Paul Giamatti. He's really great. I've liked a lot of stuff that he's in. And at that time, his career was kind of on fire. It had Bryce Dallas Howard. It's been a long time since I've seen this, and the story just kind of goes kind of crazy. And it seems like, just what I remember, it seemed like they were kind of making things up as they went along a little bit. But I probably need to watch it again. It's just like I said, I had it on DVD, and I had not watched it in years. So maybe it's something I need to revisit, and maybe it would go up higher in my ranking if I saw it again, but right now I have it at number 10. At number 9, I have Glass. This one's from 2019. This one's obviously a sequel to Split, which was a sequel from Unbreakable. James McAvoy's really great in this movie. Samuel L. Jackson's not bad overall, but I was really disappointed with the way that they ended Bruce Willis's character in this. That was just so disappointing, and I think Bruce Willis doesn't have a ton of lines in this movie. And maybe his issues that he's dealing with now may have started to become apparent when he did this movie. Maybe that's why he didn't have as many lines. He's so great and Unbreakable, and the character was just. It starts off really great in this movie, and then his character really doesn't do a lot. And the way they ended his character again, I hate the way they did it. It just seemed like such a great character shouldn't go out like that. At number 8, I had The Village from 2004. This movie at the time, I enjoyed it until it kind of got to the ending when they kind of had the big reveal there. M. Night was really known for those kind of shocking endings at the time, and it didn't live up to some of the other movies he had done. At number 7, I have Old from 2021. This movie, I actually really enjoyed this. It wasn't really rewatchable necessarily, and it had the kind of shocking endings again kind of thing. But overall, when I saw it, I thought it was pretty good, but I really didn't feel like I needed to buy it, though. At number 6, I have Knock at the Cabin from 2023. I actually just saw this movie last Saturday. I thought Dave Bautista was really great in it. I like really the whole cast. Really, the little girl was good. Her parents were good in the movie. Some of the best visuals that M. Night's ever had in a movie, and I really enjoyed it. But that ending was really kind of disappointing, and it's not really one I'm not sure if I really want to see it again necessarily. Number 5, I have The Visit from 2015. This was a big comeback for M. Night after Earth. It was so bad in 2013. Big comeback after that, and I thought whenever I think a lot of people saw this, they thought, okay, M. Night's kind of back on track now after having like 3 consecutive movies that were pretty bad. He finally got it back on track, and I think he's up the level of his quality since then. Even though not all of them have been great or rewatchable necessarily. But it's definitely more entertaining. The Visit was quite a bit better. At number 4, I have Split from 2016. Starring James McAvoy as Anya Taylor-Joy. I explained on Saturday how I've learned that her name actually is Anya. That's the way she pronounces it, not Anya. Anya seems like it's more the sophisticated kind of way of saying her name, but apparently I've heard her say her name Anya a couple times. And I've heard a lot of people that have announced her name that way. I've also heard people announce her name Anya with her present as well. So maybe it's a matter of choice, but if she's going to pronounce it Anya, I'm going to pronounce it that way too. But she's really great in this movie, and James is really great in this movie. I really thought, like I said, in the movie Glass, I thought he was really great in that movie, but I thought she was really underused in that one. Probably why I don't like it as much, but obviously I own Glass because it's part of that trilogy. So I had to keep it and I had to buy it, and so that's why I have that one. At number 3, I have Unbreakable from 2000. Bruce Willis is really great in this. Samuel L. Jackson really great. Obviously years later they did Split and Glass. Part of this trilogy. We found out at the end of Split that looked like it was. We didn't realize at the time, but it was part of that trilogy, and then we got Glass. But this movie is definitely the best out of those. And Split is really kind of not bad. It's almost as good as Unbreakable, but I think Unbreakable is hard to beat, and that's early M. Night. When he was still really making really great movies at the time. At number 2, I have Signs from 2002, starring Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix. Obviously, he's become a really big deal since this movie, and obviously he's the brother of River Phoenix. I believe it has Abigail Breslin plays the daughter in this, and it has one of the Culkin brothers in the movie as well. But I love this movie. It's definitely a case where less was more. They didn't really show a ton of the enemy in the movie. And I love the message in it too. It's just overall, really, I've always enjoyed this movie, and I'm glad I own it as well. So number 1, I had to put The Sixth Sense from 1999. This is definitely a big deal for M. Night. Everyone was talking about this at the time, and I even took my mom to see this movie. I think I saw it maybe 3 or 4 times in the theater. Took my sister and brother-in-law to see it the second time I saw it. And I just remember that just the looks of everybody in the theater just when they gave the big reveal at the end was really a big deal. And I know some people that kind of had it all. They got stuck at what they saw in the beginning of the movie, and they kind of I guess they predicted the ending in some ways, and it's kind of disappointing that people that would do that, that would not really let the movie move on and try to see what happened, because I think they didn't enjoy the movie. I think when they say, "Well, I saw the ending coming," it's like, oh man, if you didn't just kind of move on, after you saw what happened there, I think it kind of ruined the experience for you. And I'm disappointed in those people that do that. They say, "Oh, I knew it was how it was going to end." I saw it coming a mile away, and they got stuck in the movie very very early. And so they didn't enjoy it though. I think it's a movie to be enjoyed. It's a movie I still love to watch, even though I know the ending. I still love to watch this. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this. And like I said, give me your top 10, top 5. If you want to do all 15, you can. Like I said, I'm not sure how many people have seen his first 2 movies, but if you have, go ahead and put it in a ranking. Let me know what you think of those. Like I said, I don't know how easy it is to find those first 2 movies on streaming, or I've definitely never seen them on like a DVD or anything. So I don't know how easy it would be to get those. But let me know if you like those, and share your ranking with me. So thanks everybody. Have a good night. Bye.